Look around this room. Half of you will never achieve anything significant in life, not because you lack talent, not because you lack opportunities, but because you've been seduced by the deadliest lie in human history, the lie that says being comfortable is the same as being successful. You're sitting there right now telling yourself you're different, that you have real hunger for success. But let me tell you something that might shake you to your core. Real hunger isn't about what you say you want. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice everything else to get. And most of you, you're not hungry. You're just wishing on an empty stomach. Hunger, raw, primal, unstoppable hunger, not the kind that's satisfied with a meal, but the kind that burns in your soul, the kind that keeps you up at night, that drives you forward when everyone else has stopped. That's what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. But let me tell you something profound about hunger that most people never understand. It's not about what you want. It's about what you won't accept. It's about reaching a point where mediocrity becomes more painful than the struggle for excellence. Think about the last time you felt truly hungry for something, not just wanting it, not just wishing for it, but feeling it in your bones. That kind of hunger changes everything. It transforms obstacles into opportunities. It turns limitations into launching pads. Most people live their entire lives never experiencing true hunger for achievement. They settle for crumbs when they could have the whole feast. They accept good enough when greatness is within their reach. They mistake comfort for fulfillment. The tragedy isn't in failing to reach your goals. It's in being satisfied with less than what you're capable of achieving. It's in letting your hunger die before your potential is realized. Here's a truth that might shake you. Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of hunger. You can have all the talent in the world, all the opportunities, all the connections, but without that deep burning hunger, you'll never reach your full potential. When was the last time you were so hungry for something that you couldn't sleep? When was the last time your desire for achievement was stronger than your desire for comfort? When was the last time your hunger for success overshadowed your fear of failure? Let me share something powerful about hunger that most people miss. It's not a fixed trait. It's not something you're born with or without. It's something you cultivate, something you feed, something you choose every single day. The most dangerous lie we tell ourselves is that hunger diminishes with success, that once we reach a certain level, it's okay to become satisfied, that hunger is just a phase we need to go through until we make it. Think about this. Every major breakthrough in human history came from someone who refused to be satisfied with the status quo. Every innovation, every discovery, every leap forward came from someone who stayed hungry when others became comfortable. The problem is we live in a world designed to kill your hunger, a world that encourages contentment over growth, comfort over challenge, settling over striving, a world that wants to convince you that good enough is good enough. But here's where it gets interesting. That same comfort that feels so good in the moment becomes a prison over time. It becomes the bars of a cage that keeps you trapped in mediocrity. The very comfort you seek becomes the enemy of the greatness you're capable of. To say this, every time you choose comfort over growth, you're not just standing still. You're falling behind. Every time you settle for less than what you're capable of, you're not just accepting less. You're becoming less. Your hunger is like a fire. Feed it, and it grows stronger. Neglect it, and it dies out. But here's the crucial understanding. The size of your fire determines the size of your results. Small fires create small results. Big fires create big results. Let me share something about hunger that might surprise you. The most dangerous moment isn't when you're struggling, it's when you start feeling satisfied, when you start thinking you've made it, when you start believing you can coast. That's when mediocrity sneaks in. That's when complacency takes root. That's when your dreams start dying, not with a bang, but with a whisper, this is good enough. Think about your own life right now. Where have you become comfortable? Where have you started settling? Where has your hunger been replaced by satisfaction with good enough? The truth about hunger is that it's uncomfortable. It's demanding, it's relentless. But that discomfort, that demand, that relentlessness, that's what transforms you. That's what pushes you beyond your perceived limits. That's what turns possibility into reality. Your hunger should scare you a little. It should make you uncomfortable. It should challenge you, because that's what growth feels like. That's what transformation feels like. That's what becoming more than you are feels like. But here's where most people get it wrong. They wait for hunger to find them. They wait for motivation to strike. They wait for inspiration to appear. But real hunger doesn't come from outside. It comes from within. It's not something you find. It's something you create. Consider the most successful people in any field. What sets them apart isn't just talent or opportunity. It's their insatiable hunger for growth, for improvement, for excellence. They stay hungry long after others have become satisfied. The question isn't whether you have hunger. The question is whether you're willing to feed it, whether you're willing to nurture it, whether you're willing to let it drive you beyond your comfort zone and into the realm of extraordinary achievement. Your hunger is your edge. It's your advantage. It's what will keep you going when others give up. It's what will push you forward when others fall back. It's what will make you exceptional in a world of average. Let's talk about what kills hunger faster than anything else, or the deadly comfort of small successes. It's a trap so subtle, so deceptive, that most people never realize they've fallen into it until it's too late. You achieve something small, and suddenly the fire starts to dim. You reach a comfortable level, and the hunger that drove you there begins to fade. You start thinking, maybe this is enough, maybe I can coast for a while. But here's the brutal truth about success. It's not a destination. It's a direction. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you begin to decline. The moment you become satisfied is the moment your growth stops. Consider this deeply. Success isn't something you achieve and then possess forever. It's something you must recreate every single day. It's not like reaching a mountaintop where you can finally rest. It's like riding a bicycle. The moment you stop pedaling, you start falling. Think about the times in your life when you've achieved something significant. What happened next? Did you maintain that same level of hunger, that same drive for excellence? Or did you let success lull you into complacency? Let me share something profound about achievement that most people never grasp. Small successes can be more dangerous than failures. Failure tends to fuel hunger. It creates a burning desire to prove yourself, to overcome, to succeed. But small successes, they can make you comfortable. They can make you settled. They can kill your hunger. The real danger isn't in failing to achieve your goals. It's in achieving small goals and letting them satisfy you. It's in reaching a level of comfort that makes you forget about your potential for greatness. Consider this. Every major achievement in your life came from hunger, not from talent alone, not from opportunity alone, but from that deep burning desire to achieve something more, to become something more. The problem is, we've been taught to see hunger as something temporary, something we need until we make it. But that's a fundamental misunderstanding of what drives true success. Real hunger isn't about reaching a specific goal. It's not about achieving a certain status or income level. Real hunger is about continuous growth, continuous improvement, continuous evolution. Think about the greatest achievers in any field. They don't stop being hungry just because they've had some success. If anything, their success makes them hungrier. They see new possibilities, new horizons, new challenges to conquer. Here's what most people never understand about success. Each achievement should make you hungrier, not more satisfied. Each success should open your eyes to greater possibilities, not convince you to settle for what you've already achieved. But here's where most people go wrong. They let their initial success satisfy their hunger instead of fueling it. They start playing not to lose instead of playing to win. They start protecting what they have instead of pursuing what they could become. Let me share something crucial about hunger that most people miss. True hunger isn't just about wanting more. It's about becoming more. It's not just about accumulating achievements. It's about expanding your capacity for achievement. Your hunger should grow with your success. Each achievement should make you aware of greater possibilities. Each success should show you new horizons to conquer, new heights to reach, new territories to explore. Consider this deeply. Every time you let a small success satisfy you, you're trading your potential for comfort. Every time you let achievement diminish your hunger, you're settling for less than what you're capable of becoming. The most dangerous words in the world are good enough. They're the words that kill dreams, that stifle potential, that turn possible greatness into permanent mediocrity. Think about where you are right now in your life. Are you hungry for more, or have you become satisfied with good enough? Are you still pushing your limits, or have you started settling within them? The truth about hunger is that it's not natural to maintain it. Everything in our environment encourages us to become satisfied, to settle, to accept what we have. That's why staying hungry requires conscious effort. It requires deliberate choice. Your hunger is like a muscle. It needs to be exercised regularly. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. The more you feed it with ambition and vision, the more it drives you toward excellence. But here's where it gets interesting. The more you feed your hunger, the stronger it becomes. The more you pursue excellence, the more excellence you're capable of pursuing. The more you achieve, the more you realize you're capable of achieving. Consider this. Your current level of achievement isn't your potential. It's just your current reality. Your potential is always greater than your present circumstances, always. But you'll only discover this if you stay hungry. Your hunger should be bigger than your achievements. Your vision should be greater than your current reality. Your ambition should exceed your accomplishments. That's what keeps you growing. That's what keeps you advancing. That's what keeps you becoming more than you are. Remember this. The size of your success will be determined by the size of your hunger, not your talent, not your opportunities, not your connections, but your hunger, that deep burning desire to achieve more, to become more, to create more. Let's talk about something that silently kills more dreams than failure ever could. The comfort zone. That deceptively pleasant place where dreams go to die, where potential goes unfulfilled, where mediocrity feels like success. Your comfort zone isn't really comfortable, it's just familiar. And familiarity is a poor substitute for fulfillment. Yet so many people trade their dreams, their potential, their possible greatness for the lukewarm comfort of the familiar. Think about this. Everything you want lies outside your comfort zone. Everything you dream of achieving requires you to step into uncertainty. Every level of success you aspire to demands that you become uncomfortable. The greatest lie we tell ourselves is that we'll pursue our dreams when we feel ready, when we feel secure, when we feel comfortable. But here's the truth. Readiness is a myth. Growth begins at the end of your comfort zone. Let me share something profound about comfort that most people never understand. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. It's not failure that stops most people. It's the comfort of modest success. It's not the fear of failing that holds them back. It's the satisfaction of being good enough. Consider the areas in your life where you've become comfortable, where you've stopped pushing, stopped growing, stopped being hungry. Those comfortable areas aren't signs of success. They're warning signs of impending stagnation. Your comfort zone is like quicksand disguised as a cozy bed. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink, the more comfortable you become, the harder it is to escape. And the truly dangerous part, it feels good while it's happening. The most dangerous thing about the comfort zone is how reasonable it seems. It whispers sensible things like you're doing well enough or why risk what you have. It uses logic to justify mediocrity. It uses reason to rationalize settling. But here's what most people miss about comfort. It's not static. You're either growing or you're declining. You're either pushing forward or falling behind. There is no standing still in life. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're not just staying the same, you're becoming less than you could be. Every time you choose the familiar over the challenging, you're not just maintaining your position, you're retreating from your potential. Your comfort zone is like a prison with invisible bars. The walls are made of familiar routines, comfortable habits, and safe choices. The keys to escape are in your hands, but most people are too comfortable to use them. Let me share something crucial about growth that most people never grasp. Growth is never comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. There is no middle ground. The paradox of the comfort zone is that it becomes more uncomfortable the longer you stay in it. The comfort of today becomes the anxiety of tomorrow as the world continues to change while you remain static. Consider the most successful people in any field. They didn't get there by staying comfortable. They got there by staying hungry. They got there by constantly pushing beyond their comfort zones, by continuously challenging their own limits. The problem with the comfort zone is that it's addictive. The more time you spend there, the harder it becomes to leave. The longer you settle for less than what you're capable of, the more you begin to believe that's all you're capable of. But here's where it gets interesting. The discomfort of growth is temporary, but the pain of regret is permanent. The anxiety of stepping out of your comfort zone lasts minutes or hours. The regret of staying within it can last a lifetime. Think about your own life right now. Where have you become too comfortable? Where have you stopped pushing? Where has your hunger been replaced by satisfaction with good enough? The truth about achievement is that it requires you to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. It demands that you learn to embrace uncertainty, to welcome challenge, to seek out situations that push you beyond your current capabilities. The comfort zone is like a muscle. It can expand or contract. The more you challenge it, the larger it becomes. The more you stay within it, the smaller it gets. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you're not just achieving something new, you're expanding your capacity for achievement. The real tragedy isn't in failing to reach your goals. It's in becoming comfortable with goals that are too small. It's in letting your comfort zone define your ambitions instead of letting your ambitions expand your comfort zone. But here's what most people never realize about the comfort zone. It's not just about doing uncomfortable things, it's about becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's about developing the ability to stay hungry even when you're successful. Your comfort zone should be a place you visit, not a place you live. It should be a place to rest and recover, not a place to settle and stagnate. The moment your comfort zone becomes your home is the moment your dreams begin to die. Remember this? The size of your life will be determined by the size of your comfort zone. Not by your talents, not by your opportunities, but by your willingness to step into discomfort in pursuit of your dreams. Let's talk about what happens when hunger meets reality. When your burning desire for achievement collides with the cold, hard wall of resistance. This is where most people's hunger dies, but it's exactly where it should grow stronger. Every meaningful achievement in your life will face resistance. Every goal worth pursuing will meet obstacles. Every dream worth having will be tested by reality. That's not a bug in the system. It's a feature. It's life's way of asking, how hungry are you really? Think about the times in your life when you've faced serious obstacles. What happened to your hunger in those moments? Did it grow stronger in the face of resistance, or did it fade in the face of difficulty? Let me share something profound about resistance that most people never understand. Resistance isn't trying to stop you, it's trying to strengthen you. Obstacles aren't in your way. They're on your way. They're not barriers to success. They're the stepping stones to success. The problem is most people's hunger isn't strong enough to survive contact with reality. They want success until it becomes difficult. They want achievement until it requires sacrifice. They want growth until it demands change. But here's where it gets interesting. The size of the obstacles you face is often proportional to the size of the opportunity they guard. The bigger the dream, the bigger the resistance, the greater the potential reward, the greater the challenges you'll face. Consider this. Every major breakthrough in history came after a period of intense resistance. Every significant achievement was preceded by a series of failures, setbacks, and obstacles that would have stopped anyone whose hunger wasn't strong enough. Think about your current challenges. Are they killing your hunger, or are they feeding it? Are they making you question your goals, or are they making you more determined to achieve them? The truth about hunger is that it needs to be tested to grow stronger. Just like a muscle needs resistance to grow, your hunger needs challenges to develop. Without resistance, hunger becomes mere appetite, easily satisfied, quickly forgotten. Let me share something crucial about achievement that most people miss. The obstacles you face aren't trying to stop you. They're trying to find out how badly you want it. They're not testing your ability, they're testing your hunger. Consider the most successful people in any field. What sets them apart isn't that they face fewer obstacles. It's that their hunger grows stronger in the face of obstacles. They don't just persist despite challenges. They become more determined because of that. But here's what most people never grasp about resistance. It's not personal. The universe isn't trying to stop you. It's trying to prepare you. Every obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen your hunger, to prove your determination, to demonstrate your commitment. Think about this deeply. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't in the size of the obstacles they face. It's in the size of their hunger when facing those obstacles. Your hunger must be bigger than your obstacles. Your desire for success must be stronger than your fear of failure. Your commitment to growth must be greater than your attachment to comfort. But here's where most people go wrong. They let obstacles diminish their hunger instead of intensifying it. They let resistance weaken their resolve instead of strengthening it. They let challenges become excuses instead of fuel. Let's talk about the ultimate truth about hunger. It's not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become. The real power of staying hungry isn't in the goals you reach, it's in the person you develop into while pursuing those goals. Every time you choose hunger over comfort, growth over safety, challenge over ease, you're not just working toward your goals, you're reshaping your character. You're not just pursuing success, you're becoming someone capable of greater success. The greatest achievement of staying hungry isn't in what you get, it's in what you become. Every challenge you embrace, every obstacle you overcome, every fear you face changes you. It expands your capacity for achievement. It increases your potential for success. Your hunger is like a chisel, constantly sculpting you into someone stronger, more capable, more resilient, each time you push through resistance, each time you choose growth over comfort, each time you stay hungry when others become satisfied. You're not just achieving, you're evolving. Let me share something profound about transformation that most people never grasp. Your hunger doesn't just drive your actions. It shapes your identity. The goals you pursue, the challenges you embrace, the growth you seek, these don't just change your circumstances, they change you. Consider this: every time you stay hungry when others become satisfied, every time you push forward when others settle back, every time you choose growth over comfort, you're not just working towards success, you're becoming someone who deserves success. The most powerful transformation happens not in your circumstances, but in your character. Each time you honor your hunger for growth, each time you choose the challenging path over the easy one, you're building something more valuable than any single achievement. You're building character. But here's where it gets really interesting. The person you become through staying hungry is more valuable than any single achievement, because that person, that stronger, more capable, more determined version of you can achieve anything they set their mind to. Your hunger should be transformative. It should drive you not just toward external achievements, but toward internal growth. It should make you not just more successful, but more worthy of success. Think about your journey so far. Notice how each challenge you've faced, each obstacle you've overcome, each goal you've achieved has changed you. You're not the same person who started this journey. You're stronger and more capable, more resilient. The truth about staying hungry is that it's not just a strategy for success. It's a way of life. It's not just about achieving goals. It's about continuous growth, constant evolution, never-ending improvement. Your hunger should make you not just more successful, but more valuable. Not just more accomplished, but more capable. Not just more achieved, but more evolved. Let me share something crucial about achievement that most people miss. Your biggest competitor isn't other people. It's the person you could become if you stayed hungry. Your greatest opposition isn't external circumstances. It's the comfortable version of yourself that's content with less than your best. Consider the most successful people in any field. What truly sets them apart isn't their achievements. It's their constant hunger for growth. They don't just achieve success. They embody it. They don't just reach goals. They become living examples of excellence. The real power of staying hungry is that it forces you to grow. It demands that you become more than you are. It requires that you continuously expand your capabilities, strengthen your character, and deepen your commitment. Well, here's what most people never understand about staying hungry. It's not about never being satisfied. It's about never stopping growing. It's not about always wanting more. It's about always becoming more. Your hunger should be a force for transformation. Each goal you pursue, each challenge you face, each obstacle you overcome should make you stronger, more capable, more determined. Think about this. Every goal you achieve, every success you create, every challenge you overcome should make you hungrier, not more satisfied, because each achievement shows you what's possible. Each success reveals new horizons. Each victory opens new doors. The quality of your life isn't determined by what you get. It's determined by who you become. And who you become is determined by how hungry you stay, how much you're willing to grow, how far you're willing to push yourself. Your hunger should be about becoming, not just achieving. About growing, not just getting. About evolving, not just succeeding. The final truth about staying hungry is this: it's not about reaching a destination. It's about embracing a journey. It's not about arriving somewhere. It's about becoming someone stronger, someone more capable, someone worthy of the success they seek. Remember this: your hunger isn't just a drive for achievement. It's a commitment to becoming more than you are. It's not just about what you want to have, it's about who you want to become. Stay hungry, not just for what you can achieve, but for who you can become. Not just for the success you can create, but for the person you can develop into. Not just for the goals you can reach, but for the legacy you can leave. Because in the end, the greatest achievement isn't in what you get, it's in who you become. And who you become is determined by how hungry you stay. The choice is yours. The time is now. Stay hungry.